They're line cutters and border jumpers. Immigrants are people that wait in line and fill out the forms and come here correctly. Don't conflate the two. Don't conflate the two. When you border jump, you're not an immigrant. You're something completely different.
A criminal? Is that what you're going to say?
You're not an equivalent.
All right. So in this clip, Charlie Kirk doesn't just show up. Charlie Kirk shows out in this debate. From defending Trump's economy to shutting down lies about the border, Charlie Kirk brings the facts, the heat, and the energy. Whether it's about tariffs, inflation, or illegal immigration, Charlie Kirk breaks it all down and leaves no room for spin. This is why Charlie Kirk dominates every time he steps on stage. Let's go ahead and hear what Charlie Kirk has to say.
Hey, Charlie.
Yes, sir.
My name is Patrick. I'm a student here. My question to you is, why are you so hypocritical in the way that you look at Trump and Biden? As far as the economy goes, every time he announces a tariff, economy tanks. We saw that twice in March, and then in the most recent one where he announced like the largest or the most tariff percentage.
Do you mean the stock market or the economy?
Everything in general, just like the way
the stock market's back up to even before the tariff announcement.
Yeah, but that's because he took away the tariffs. He took it away because all of his billionaire buddies, more or less. It's true. Elon Musk isn't really on TV anymore because he's lost trillions in Tesla.
He was just in the cabinet meeting last week wearing multiple hats. Did you see that? He said, "I wear many hats."
Nah, I don't watch the.
Well, then why do you say he's not on TV? You said you know what he's on TV. Don't even. Well, you said he's not on TV anymore. You say you don't watch TV.
I don't. I just see him everywhere. I used to see him everywhere, and then as soon as the tariffs went into effect, he lost trillions in Tesla stock. He stopped showing up. Who was it? Pete Hegseth is a moron.
Hold on. Let's pause at that. Is military recruitment up?
Not sure. Is it?
Yes, it is. Is military morale up?
Not sure.
Are military war games up?
Not sure.
Yes. Is military procurement going in the right direction?
Wait,
so hold on a second. You call Pete Hegseth a moron, yet more people want to join our military, and they're happier fighting in our military with Pete Hegseth as head of Secretary of Defense. So that's really weird. Why is he a moron exactly?
Well, because
he served in the U.S. military alongside.
Of course, and I appreciate his service.
Is that how you talk to veterans? You call them morons?
No, I don't. And don't say that I do.
That's what. No, but why is he a moron exactly?
Well, because of the 2 signal chat leaks.
He did not add the reporter into there.
It doesn't matter. Why is he having
Signal's an approved communication platform done by the Biden administration. Actually, do you use Signal? Do you use WhatsApp? Do you use Telegram?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't really? You don't use any messaging apps?
I just use iMessage.
Okay, that's a messaging app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's also a secure one as well. But what is the contention here? You said the hypocrisy. So let me now try to get which person is was more capable of talking to the media, Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Neither. Joe Biden, that's my biggest gripe.
Did you have full faith in Joe Biden's ability to complete sentences?
To a certain extent, I did. And then I didn't. After I realized maybe he is too old to be in office, just like Donald Trump, which he will be the oldest president
age
in
has
office.
Nothing to do with it. Brain acuity
now
has
it
a lot.
doesn't. It doesn't now, but when Biden was in office,
No,
it
we
did.
never criticized Biden's age. We criticized his lack of knowing where he is and his dementia.
And then that's my point. You talk about Biden when he was dementiated, like you said.
Yes, and okay, Donald Trump has done multiple hours of freewheeling press conferences a week. Joe Biden wouldn't talk to the press for weeks on end. So, but you say that the hypocrisy, I'm very interested. What do you mean by that? Because actually, Joe Biden told us the southern border was an impossible problem to solve and needed Congress to solve. The southern border is so secure right now, we have a 99.99% reduction in all border crossings. And
that's just a fear factor. It's
a fact, actually.
Well, because when Trump is saying that he's going to deport every single immigrant, it makes immigrants not want to come in.
Good for Trump. That's amazing. And by the way, don't call them immigrants. They're line cutters and border jumpers. Immigrants are people that wait in line and fill out the forms and come here correctly. Don't conflate the two. Don't conflate the two. When you border jump, you're not an immigrant. You're something completely different.
A criminal? Is that what you're going to say?
You're not an equivalent.
An equivalent of what? A human?
One is a criminal. One is a rule follower. One is a lawbreaker. One is someone who waits in line.
So should they not have due process?
Well, it depends. You know that there's 3 ways that people don't have due process in this country?
How?
Because actually, according to the Supreme Court in 2019, if you come across the southern border within 14 days or 100 miles southern border, you can be deported immediately without due process because you're not an American citizen. Supreme Court ruled that. According to the Alien Enemies Act, which President Trump invoked with Kilmar Garcia, there's no due process that is necessary. So, as I have said, you do not need due process for that if you are an illegal alien invader in the interior of this country.
Let me take it back real quick. You say that Biden had a atrocious economy.
Correct. And Trump's been president for like 104 days.
Yeah, and with the tariffs,
gas is down, eggs are down. Actually, let me look at this. Can you look at this chart for me? You see, inflation drops to 2.4% in March, lower than expected. Thank you, President Trump. You see, it was going up right here. This was Joe Biden. You see that? Joe Biden, Trump. Joe Biden.
Do you see
Trump.
him at the bottom?
Do you see Joe Biden, Trump? Do you see that? Joe Biden, Trump. And Trump is all the way on the way down. Joe Biden, Trump. Can you do it with me? Joe Biden, Trump. Joe Biden, Trump. Do you want? I'll sign this for you. Do you want it?
Actually, yeah. Can you?
I will. Yeah.
My buddy, he also doesn't have a brain.
Doesn't have a brain. Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. He's still my friend though. So I just want you.
You got to hold it up for the camera.
If.
There you go. Inflation is down, everybody.
All right. I just want you, if at the end of Trump's presidency, and he overall it's a failure, will you admit that it was a failure?
I mean, yeah.
The tariffs are a failure. You can admit that.
Hold on a second. But first of all, what you consider to be a failure, I consider roaring success. I think border secure is very good.
I'm not talking about border.
Hold on.
I'm talking
I think
about
manufacturing
tariffs.
jobs coming up is very good. Like, yes, if some things don't go well, I will be honest about it. But even right now, we're not agreeing on success or failure. You're saying Trump is failing, and yet inflation is going down. We're bringing jobs back to the country. We had a better jobs report than anybody expected last week. The stock market has fully recovered. We're about to get no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. So all of those things will work, and you're going to see the opening of the American economy unlike anything ever before. I believe we'll see an end of the Russian-Ukrainian war. I believe we're finally going to see no men and female sports, no chemical castration of kids. And he's already delivered on all those promises.
So yeah, this is where Charlie Kirk drops the whole list. No tax on tips, better job numbers, stronger economy, fewer men and women's sports. And it's dang. Charlie Kirk just ran through half of Trump's checklist, and the other guy had no real comeback. Charlie Kirk showed that Trump's not just making promises, he's actually delivering.
Well,
so let me ask you, you were a big Biden supporter, right?
Not really. I mean, he was just well, actually, when Kamala was on the ticket, I'd rather vote for her than Trump, so I voted for her.
Fine. Hold on. Okay. So, but I mean, you're bashing on Trump. What was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's biggest accomplishment? What was the one that really got you excited?
The Chips and Science Act.
Oh, the Chips and Science Act. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else?
And nobody even knows what the Chips and Science Act is.
No, I know what it is.
I know, but I'm talking about them. Obviously, you know this is your job. But all I'm saying is when Biden left office, the inflation rate was at 2.4%, right? Yeah, 2.4% as you showed me. At the very end of his presidency, and when Trump announced his tariffs, both times it rose inflation to a staggering rate. Eventually, on the last round of tariffs, before the most recent one, when he I'm blanking.
We got to get to the next question.
All right, well,
final thing is this: are you cheering for Trump's success?
I'm cheering for America's success, and I'm not seeing it.
Good. We can agree on that. We both want to see America succeed. Thank you, man. God bless you.
From calling out fake economic takes to breaking down border law, Charlie Kirk completely shut down every single argument in this exchange. Charlie Kirk didn't just respond. He educated, exposed, and outclassed the student at every turn. And when the debate got heated, Charlie Kirk stayed sharp, cool, and full of facts. If you ever needed proof that Charlie Kirk doesn't play around when it comes to defending America, this was it. Total domination. Total